Dude, anyway, what's up, everyone? This is your host, Christopher Malcolm. This is the morning edition of, super early morning edition of the Christopher Bowen Show. Actually, this is more of the spectacular, unique, 10 best, strongest, top 10 in the whole wide universe, whole wide cosmos, top 10 people. That's what it turned into after the longest time of getting segued and sort of distracted since August, which turns out to be, I think, the answer since the last time I spoke about the venue that I wanted to have and host for Stephen Greer and all that jazz for the CA5 film and all that jazz. Anyway, I'm digressing. I found out, which is pretty exciting. First of all, I can't go a whole day without talking. That's freaking ridiculous. That's way too much for me. I have a lot of patience, but that's next level patience, and that's. See, I'm already way too out of breath just thinking about how much patience I required to do that. I don't want to ever do that. I don't want to spend a whole day not talking ever again. That's so ridiculous. That takes way too much patience. Anyway, Immortal story. Found out that it happened sometime around the 29th of August. That is when I opened the store. So I'm going to double check the time right now, or the date that I opened up the store. But I think it was around the 29th. And obviously it's a lot of fun. I obviously finished school. Lots of updates within the magical realm of the inner realms, so that's really cool with Merlin and stuff like that. Okay, so it's around here somewhere. So my dreams are... Anyway, I forgot to mention, actually, I had a dream about Stephen Greer, and he asked me, 3 questions, and we were in a playground-like area, and I don't remember what he asked me, but I remember the last answer that I provided, because I just remember that very clearly, because I can't tell the difference between my dreams and my awake state anymore. It's not a fun thing, trust me. I said that, and this is the answer that I gave, which is kind of what kind of gave me a clue, a hint, is that I said, I said something like, my website, the answer is my website, something like that. I said something like that. I didn't say to look at the website or anything like that. I don't remember exactly what I said, because it was yesterday's stream. It was 2 days ago's stream. It's not today's dream. It's not like that. I mean, never mind. It's just... See, dreams can be really confusing. And they're really supposed to be very exciting and enlightening and joyous. And of course, every single positive and higher dimensional reality is aligned with the word dream, which is very important. I don't think I know when I made it. I don't know when I made the Immortal store. It's just sometime between the 20th and the 28th. I'm pretty sure. It's sometime between the 28th and the 20th of August. Anyway, I'm digressing. Life is really, really awesome. And there's a lot of extreme, amazing, multi-creationalistical, paradisical creations that are happening on many multi-creationalistical, paradisical levels. There's been a lot of paradise creation. This past week, the past few days, there's been a lot of unique synchronization that happens with... Trust me, I'm so glad I can talk. I did not ever want to be that patient ever again. That was literally oh, dude, that was so weird. Anyway, I'm digressing. I'm not literally digressing, I just say I'm digressing, and probably people may get... Anyway, what am I talking about people for? Immortal store. Where was I going with that? Oh, so, anyway, yeah, it took so much patience. It's ridiculous, dude. I don't want to have that much patience. Dude, saying nothing is... It's important, though, and I still intend to have that much patience today, so... High-dimensional energies, of course, this is a very positive thing. I'm going to check in here, actually. I think I wrote in here when the Immortal store was opened. Where I officially opened it and officially made that website. Anyway, so I made a second website just so I can be free of all this companies and stuff. Because I actually want nothing to do with it because it's already ingrained within me. August. I think it was the 22nd. Oh well, I'm overthinking things. And this week is, first of all, just a quick summary of Avenger level balance last week. Dude, it was hardcore. It was so hardcore. Dude, I can't believe how hardcore it was. And I like kind of, a little bit, I'm going to be very honest here, I kind of convinced myself a little bit that I took it too far. Because I was super upset about Lemuria. And I was super upset, dude. So I was like, I don't even want to go to Los Angeles, sort of thing, and I was super upset. I was like, I kind of got too upset. I don't want to. And I was, at that time, I was playing music, and I was listening to music, and it was just what could be considered from another perspective, or just from a higher dimensional point of view. That it was just it was just incredibly emotional, quote emotional. But the thing is, like, I was so upset. I didn't want to feel like that at all, because I was trying to reach for it. We have to understand, like, I was trying to look for it. I was trying to, like, I was literally trying to look for it, and it's the most crushing thing. It sucks, dude. It really sucks, because it sucks, dude. That's all I can say. Like, it sucks. Like, to know that something. It's just something I never want to feel again. I don't even want to. Like, I can never look at the Pacific Ocean the same way, sort of thing. Like, I just can't. I'm not okay. I'm not okay with it. It's so sad. It is honestly so sad that I was just like, I gotta can't, and it's like, quote, gotta cancel my plans, but, like, I gotta cancel my plans, and so I was like, and that was on the 10th, the 12th, I believe, if I remember correctly, and I was just like, I'm not gonna, dude. The thing is, I miss it, I miss it, I love it, I love it, and actually, I want to talk about this for a little bit. I want to talk about the planetary Avenger level balance really quickly, which is what happened last week. I'm trying to express how I actually felt, and this is something I don't really want to do, but I honestly felt so upset that I had an aftershock thing, and then I overpowered it so powerfully that I was, like, grinding teeth is not even the right word. There's nothing physical that could describe anything that I was doing. There's nothing physical about it. There's nothing physical. I was so upset, dude. I was so. And I'm trying to not ever feel that level of emotion I ever felt again, because I was like, why did that have to happen? Like, with that horrible feeling, that horrible event, that's yeah, I actually I don't really want to talk about it. But anyway, so afterwards, so I was engaging in ping pong, across China. I already knew that, and then I went ham, in terms of, like, it was very bright outside, to say the least. There's shinings everywhere. Everything was shining and glowing and glistening. And I was literally, Actually, I don't remember what I did. I don't remember what I did right after. But I engaged in some sort of very intellectual handiwork and some spiritual engagement of amazingness. But perhaps I'm not supposed to remember. I'm totally fine with that. I'm not totally fine with that, but I don't quite exactly remember. I just remember. I remembered. I'm gonna be honest. I remember developing the language, enhancing the language, changing the language, converting it into music that's already been created by others, and then I expressed the music in the. I did a lot of extremely fast. I don't even know what to call it, but I'll just call it spiritual handiwork. Just it's kind of like a dance. I did like a dance thing with my fingers and stuff like that, but nobody knows about that except for one person. So that's cool. I was really upset, dude. I was super upset. I was super upset about Lemuria and the island, dude. It's tragic. It's tragic as truck, dude. It's tragic as truck. And I don't want to feel that anymore. And it hit me so hard, and I was willing to do whatever it takes. And the thing is, I got, I was engaging in my usual, I guess, sort of meditation practice engagement, sort of lifestyle engagement thing. And I took it too far. Like, I was like, I didn't know, I was literally going so ham, I didn't know if there was like a hostile scale that I was administering to, so like, I think that I upset the mer people, and I put them at risk, and, I communicated telepathically with Shula Ducks and with Garth at the last moment, and I already mentioned that, I think, in another broadcast, but still, dude, I was so upset that, like, I thought I took it too far. And I don't want the mer people to get upset with me, obviously. And I obviously have a lot of respect for Poseidon and all that jazz. But anyway, dude, I don't ever want to feel like that again. But yeah, that was last week. Like, it definitely cranked up towards Friday, and then Saturday, Saturday and Sunday, things just kind of mellowed out a little bit. Even though I was listening to a lot of music and was familiarizing myself with the vibe and then vibing into that vibe, then hyping that vibe and then recreating that vibe and then learning about that vibe and then, just kind of administering that vibe as healing and stuff like that. Well, I'm not necessarily administering the vibe as healing. I'm administering the vibe so I can just be, so I can be myself and so I can actually, be in a proper state of existence without things flying everywhere. Let's just say that. Gosh, dude. Gosh. Okay, dude, I'm gonna focus on Ascension. Okay, I'm gonna focus on Ascension. That's what this is all about. This whole week's all about Ascension. Well, the previous understanding of this week is all about Ascension. So it's gonna be ascensionary levels and stuff. I don't really, believe it or not, I think I got lazy with saying that I didn't want to do WTR anymore, which I still kind of don't want to do anymore. But whatever. See, I don't even want to talk about adventure level balance anymore. Like, it's so incredible. It's so incredible that, I want nothing to do with it. But, it's a really cool tactic. I really like my dance thing, and, maybe other people learn that, but only one person knows about it, so exciting. The Ascension, the Mega Super Ultimate Ascension is ultimately about the combination of the ultimate universes, which is above the super universes, and also below the super universes. In the same way that there's, I already mentioned that, I already explained that. So there's going to be a lot of fun in those realms. There's 7 of them, 7 ultimate universes. So there's going to be a lot of fun there, a lot of fun. A lot of joy, just accelerating all that potential and all that jazz. There's new music development, and I've been focusing recently just because I had to get my mind off of adventure level balance, because I can't be like that ever again, and I will never be like that ever again, because I was reaching so far into the future, you don't even know. I can't ever be like that ever again. Still trying to quote "Let It Go." I avenged them so hard, dude. That's all I'm gonna confirm. I avenged them so hard, and it took me what, like, almost. It took me 5 days to fully accept that I confirmed that avengement, and even in the middle of it, or day or the 10th of October, 11th of October, I didn't want to admit it because I couldn't even be around people, dude. I get so powerful that I just start chucking emotions and just start chucking energy, and I just do it just to chillax myself, just so that I can be more centered in myself, just so I can not be so explosive, because if I get distracted for a second, I already made a freaking video, I think, but yeah, actually I already made the video, so I'm not going to mention that. But I already explained how far I was going to figure out what I could accomplish when I was sidetracked from my Stephen Greer venue whole plethora plan thing, which is what I was thinking about recently, because I thought I got sidetracked, but I really didn't. I just end up becoming more centered. But I can't. I say I can't. I can. I can do anything. I can do all things. All things are within me. Duh. I can do all things. I don't want to feel like that, though. That's the best way to say it. I don't want to feel like that ever again. It was beyond ravaging. It was beyond gnawing of the teeth. It was like slashing millions of armies of Chimera and Cerberus. That's kind of what it was like. Oh, on one of the days, one really cool thing, I could literally hear Cerberus, and it's the most, actually, I kid you not, it's the most terrifying sound you'll ever hear, because you can actually hear him speak, and it sounds like this. It sounds like he's saying, dude, it's terrifying. I think my heart just skipped a beat. It literally sounds like he's saying, "That's hot. That's hot. 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 That's hot." As loud as it possibly can. And it's literally screaming. It's trying to run away and get away from something. It's literally burning. And that's what it was saying. It was saying, "That's hot." Oh, gosh. And then I can also hear screaming, bear with me, because this is... bear with me. I could hear screaming also just in general. And this is what I'm not supposed to hear, because no one's supposed to hear this. Because I think people will actually just... Anyway, I heard "that's hot." Coming from people's voices. That's a little bit weird for me. That's a little shaky. I don't want to get involved in that. And then I heard, and of course the barking continued. But I also heard the voice of... I don't want to hear that voice, actually, and I'm not going to repeat it. But I thought I heard the voice of an external... I'm not even going to mention that, because that could confuse a lot of people. Or that can confuse... it's not about confusing people. Okay, I will say it, because it's somewhat terrifying. I could literally hear... I know that... I have, the Christos, Sophia, all that jazz. I have the Christos, I have the Christ within me. But I can hear it outside of me, and I can hear him yelling. I can hear him yelling and shouting. And it's the most terrifying thing that you ever heard. Because if there's shouting, but there's brilliance. There's a brilliant light that comes from him. And it's so brilliant that it's brilliant. And so the thing is, when he talks, well, at first, oh, goodness gracious. So he's calling out. Oh, little mouse. he was calling out, and I have an audience. I know. What's up? Hey, how you doing? You're just chilling there? Okay. You usually don't sit there and listen to me. You haven't really done that before. That's pretty chill. Anyway, he was saying something, and it is you know that he was talking. You know, he was talking, and he was talking over everybody. And he's he's spiritually focused. Obviously, like he can say things like, I'm not gonna repeat it, but just because I don't think that's the appropriate thing to do right now, but it was astounding. Let's just say that, and let's just say that it was absolutely astounding, because that's what it was. It was astounding to me, and obviously, we all have a personal relationship with the creator. So creator selves, all that jazz, amazingness. Immortal store, I'm probably going to keep it open. Probably going to open it still every Tuesday and every Thursday. Probably just those 2 days. That's it. 24/7, all that jazz. Creation applying to many multi-creationistical levels. I do actually want to affirm that something that I was saying. One of the things that I know for certain is the existence of the truth, of the greatness that exists in the videos, but also the greatness of the truth that exists with every word that I say. And the videos, or goodness gracious, my voice, when I said thousands and thousands of years, that was absolutely honest. And to be honest, I was actually that somewhat emotional. And the thing is, like, it definitely comes from within me, but, like, I was really honest about that. And when I say thousands of years, that's because I have to let things go, I have to let things go. Like, if you have a habit, for example, like, if there's a habit that you have that you can't, I'm trying not to say the C word. If there's a habit that you're trying to get rid of, for example, like it takes 5 kicks to knock down a tree instead of 3 kicks, like, that's the bad habit. The 4th and the 5th kick, to get rid of that habit, it takes, like, practice. It takes, quote, it takes practice. It takes discipline, self-mastery discipline. And the thing is, like, with the Immortal store, I just got so annoyed with consistently being in the Immortal store and consistently running the Immortal store, that I was just like, okay, what do you want now? You want thousands of years? I said something like that. I don't remember. Dude, I try not to engage in that type of emotion, because, I just each time. Anyway, so that's just a good thing. That's a great way to live, and that's just multi-creational creation. So anyway, creation. So anyway, lots of great news happening with the alignment of. This is not going to make any sense at all, but it's connecting to what was in my video, so it does make sense. What I said previously was the AI connecting to the Switch, which may or may not be a thing, but there's definitely an alignment with reality connecting with the Switch. There's a lot of noise right now. Anyway, with reality connecting to the Switch, and the Switch connecting to the Shield Hero, the Rising of the Shield Hero, and with all the shields, I'm hearing stuff, dude. It's really loud. Anyway, connecting stuff to the Shield Hero, every action, and then speeding up that action, and then throwing some characters around, and then throwing them inside the screens of other Switches, Nintendo Switches, and then just having that entity continue on. And you can see it, dude. Like, I've seen a Yoshi literally go back and forth in its egg. It's the most, like, you'll see Immortal aspects. Like, you'll see the Jigglypuff's Immortal Spin, where it hits you once and then it just becomes invincible for some reason. I've seen Yoshi go absolutely bonkers, and I can't help but laugh. It's so shocking. And yeah, it's pretty astounding. It's pretty awesome. So there's communication with animals. That's kind of an old thing. there's communication with beings, and with the spiritual enlightenment beings. And I just say that just because. Avatar, dude, I'm so glad I can talk. I was way too patient yesterday, dude. I didn't talk at all yesterday, dude. It's so weird. Anyway, I'm not gonna lie. One thing I also want to mention, I kind of got sidetracked. I was just like 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, and then and that's kind of not who I am. That's not kind of how I want to be. So I am. Perhaps that's a quality that's honorable. For a leader. Yet that's not really me. Just saying like, okay, here's our next top 10. They're able to engage in whatever top 10 and type of activities that they can engage in. And I didn't even realize that I was talking about the venue for like a month. For a month, dude. Dude, I just... Dude, it's so weird. It's so amazing how awesome I am. Full moon cycle, it's actually what it's called. I keep thinking the moon goes around the earth once every month. Which is a weird thing. Which is what I learned yesterday. When I close my eyes and meditate, I can see a dark, like, it literally looks like a black comet that rotates around the Earth when I close my eyes. It looks like a black comet. Because I can scan all the way out to Pluto. Or, Pluto's kind of because there's not much sunlight. But I can... I'm hearing a lot of stuff right now. Anyway, I can zoom all the way out to Neptune and to all the way out to Uranus, and all the way out to definitely all the way out to Jupiter and to Saturn, but definitely out to Neptune. And it's pretty cool, dude. I zoomed past there a lot. Did that a few times yesterday. I did like 3 laps or something like that. So that was pretty cool. I'm pretty excited about my music. I've been composing, to calm myself down. All that thing to do, dude. I don't care about other people's opinions about my music anymore. And I don't even realize how cool my music is, though, either. And I don't even realize that I should probably attach lyrics and vocals to the music. I don't even think about that. I definitely do like the orchestras. I do want to continue to support the instant creations through the orchestras and the instant creation of, the instant bands, instant music. That's really great. I want to continue to hype that up. That's very beautiful. It's a lot of fun. It's very good for healing, very good for hyping. I'm not going to lie, though. It's not easy to get me hype anymore because I just exist in high vibrations all the time. And I believe that I am the coolest thing that ever was. So I think that the creator within me is the most exciting thing for me to discover. So that's kind of the thing that I want to discover. And I go ham in that field, regardless, And it tends to be quite shocking. And I'm totally fine with that. So I also want to administer some more abilities and attributes and superpowers. So that's something that I'll be doing. Lightning, of course, there'll always be lightning. There's always be that's like my most basic superpower that I hand out. That I say like, oh, here's lightning. Here's a lightning superpower. You can go ahead and use it whenever you wish. Anyway, I don't want to be like that. It's really just it is my superpower, but it's not. Like I don't need to use my First of all, I don't need to use. I'm digressing so much, dude. Superpowers don't matter, dude. They really don't matter. They don't matter. So many topics I want to talk about. So I was literally looking. So here's what I just want to say really quickly. I was looking for the particular video that I was talking about. Blah, 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 blah. I was looking for the particular video in which I was talking about the venue, in which it'd be like a private venue with Dr. Stephen Greer. But what I'm more excited about is the fact that I had a dream with Dr. Greer, and it was on a playground, and I'm recognizing, what was that? I am way too attentive. Goodness gracious. I was recognizing that my consciousness in general doesn't know the difference between my waking reality and my sleeping reality. And I've been saying that forever. And I didn't mean to get upset at Dr. Greer in my dream, but I think he could tell that I was a little sidetracked, by the third question he asked me. And I forgot what the first two questions. And we were walking together, and it was the coolest thing, dude. It was the coolest thing. I can just be myself, but, I've been thinking, I've just been spiraling into my own realms of greatness and my own creational understanding and my own development, and becoming, just going so deep within that, I'm just kind of banging on my heart, just like punching my heart. Don't forget to goodness gracious, don't forget to wake up. But anyway, that's just something I've been dealing with. My dreams become so real that I don't. It's the same thing that when I wake up. When I wake up, I'm just trying to escape my dreams, and I've gotten a little better. That's I'm really happy about that. I got a little better. I talked to Stephen Greer. I knew it was Stephen Greer. I knew it was Dr. Stephen Greer. And, I knew that I was able to talk to him, and it was really cool. It was really, really cool. Like, I felt such a good feeling, like, when I'm with him, because I know that he met, the two avatars. And that's really cool to me. That's very, very cool to me. I love him. Like, he's amazing, dude. And I love to be, engaged in this next, 98? These next 9, what a number, 98, or the next 98 years of service. I call it service. That's just another thing I meant to mention yesterday, service. So, I'm not even going to talk about that. That's a whole nother level. Anyway, bravery, love, service, enlightenment, ascension, cosmic consciousness, interplanetary existence, Saturnian existence, and solar existence. So, anyway, with Dr. Greer, I was so happy to be in that dream. And it's the most amazing sort of thing, because, like, I know that he can't be fooled, and I know that, this is the most amazing thing that ever happened in the history of everything, of anything, ever. And that was the most rewarding thing for me to cherish yesterday. And I literally spent all day just going wild. If like, I was celebrating at such a crazy level. My heart was just exploding, and just radiating like ridiculousness. And it's probably the most powerful force in the cosmos. My heartbeat, my heart energy, and my magnetic force. But I'm digressing. Dude, it was so exciting. It was so thrilling. It was such a treat. It was such a great reward. I'm so stoked. So stoked about it. Anyway. So, new things that I, quote, don't think I knew before, unquote, is all the underground bases. Ivo mentioned a lot of things about the underground bases. I think that's really cool. Of course, I want to discover more about the higher vibrational beings, the higher dimensional beings that are there. I'm super excited about that, dude. I am tired. I'm exhausted, dude. But I love being my creator self. But, my mind, I just want to start. Dude, I'm about my heart. I'm not about my brain, dude. I'm trying to chuck my brain away. Just trying to chuck it away. Just chuck it away. Just thought forms, be gone. Sort of thing. Om. Peace. Zen. Ra. Om. Zen. La. What is that? Come on, dude. I'm way too attentive to shadow. So that's the other thing. Like, I already so I checked it away, dude. I literally checked it away. All the shadow stuff, I already checked it away. I'm so tired of it. And I paid too much attention to it, and I get stronger all the time. It's ridiculous, dude. It's just another there's infinite versions of myself, dude, and I have all this infinity within me, and my inner space is massive. I have my own ashram, and Merlin was just like, "Hey, look at all this greatness that you've done. Do you see this accomplishment that you have?" And I'm just like, "Oh, well, how am I supposed to relate to the reality in which I'm already connected to the cosmic consciousness of all that is? How am I supposed to know that I'm not connected to all that is if I pretend that I'm not connected with the inner being that's already within me?" Does that make sense? You know, such a weird thing. This is a weird thing. Anyway. Astoundingness, it is the elegance essence of perfection. Patience, I definitely have patience. We're always doing the right thing, that's good. So After Wake is a success, and it exists in the higher dimensions, and that's where it should stay. And I'm affirming that today. After Wake will stay in the higher dimensions. Writing. So writing's good. There's a lot of writing going on. I definitely encourage more writing. I definitely encourage the height of imagination, the height of love, and the height of bliss for writing. And that will be supported no matter what. So that's very good. Same thing with video games. The video gaming realm, of course, is very hype. But once again, After Wake is staying in the higher dimensions where it belongs. Music. So I composed new music that's the development of language having to do with greatness in terms of courage and commitment and honor, obviously, and bravery, and I already said that. It really has to do with language. It's my own masterpiece of combining the simplest of languages into music, and it's beautiful. It's obviously lovely, and it has the ability to interject into anything at any time. It's one of the things I'm very proud of, because that's one of the things. It's a new way of viewing music, and it's kind of like a seed that was planted within me long ago. Like long ago, I had the idea of like I want to be able to just only do music, because for example, the Mer people are really into their music. I mean, really into their music. So, and I found out that I was really into music too. So, specifically, like the music is what I envisioned is just to have like a whole planet that's totally into music, or just like a whole state that's into music, and like there would just be music compositions, music performing, and just playing music together with other people and stuff like that. So just group music stuff. It was a lot more sophisticated and complex and feng shui than that, and how it described it, explained it. But I'm just rushing through it, just so I can not talk about it right now. But my real goal is something that, well, not my real goal. I have many goals. I have many goals. But what I accomplished is the fact that I was able to actually make the music in terms of synchronizing any type of heartbeat, for example, to the music. And that's so beautiful to me, because I can fit inside sound, I can fit inside myself, I can fit inside nature, I can fit inside animals, I can fit inside celestial bodies, I can fit inside the chorus of the universe. It's beautiful, dude. I can fit inside the multi-universe, and I can fit inside the cosmos. And I can I keep hearing things, dude. I can express myself through cosmic consciousness, and then have that elevated state of initiation and evolution, and then really experience the solar existence. I'm just quantifying it in 2 words, but that's a really big deal, quantifying it in solar existence and quantifying it in Saturnian existence. It's amazing, dude. It's spectacular. It's creatorship. It's the most elegant form of creatorship, and I called it something, and I expressed that throughout the entire day. Not that it matters that if I've expressed the music is a certain way or not, but it's a new form of expression that I like, and I made it up myself, and I like it, and I know that within me, and I haven't told that to anyone, so it's literally sounds like I'm probably making stuff up on the spot, because I kind of am. Like, it's the same thing, right? When you compose music, you're just making it up completely. You're making up new things. But at the same time, it's making up a story, There's 2 types of music. or two types of songs, pirate and love songs, pirate songs and love songs. And it's kind of like a love song, It's really, really great. It's really adventurous. It's spontaneous. It's got character. It's got life. It's got simplicity. It's got music. It's got life to it. It's got magic, and it has its own magic, and that's I'm tired, dude. I'm so tired. But I gotta stay up. I'm supposed to stay up. I'm supposed to stay awake. Anyway, my videos are improving. And, the magic of life is improving. My music is improving. I'm very proud of that, dude. It's a huge accomplishment. And then looking back at the greatness of the creational experience that I discovered and created is it's unparalleled. And now I understand all the hype of my own inner discovery of what was within me at all times. And then I kind of interject, and I'm actually not gonna do any more. I'm just gonna stay fifth dimensional. Let's just say that, because there's probably a lot of fun that happened, but anyway, it's important. So the thing is, I opened up thousands of years. So thousands of years, obviously millions of years is a seventh dimensional thing, or that's what I think it is. But millions of years in the future, I mean just millions. It doesn't really matter if it's in the future or not, but just millions of years. I'll have a dedication to the foundation that I created with life. So with microbial level foundation that I created in with my life, and the start that I created in 2016, I'm accelerating that ascensional consciousness, and I'm enlightening and thrilling and accelerating the thrillment of life from that level, from a mineral level, and then I'm evolving, and everything else is evolving. I'm all about the new. I want the newest stuff because I'm so far ahead. I'm just really far ahead, dude. I just go quick, and I get quick, and then I get fast, and then I get faster, and then faster, and then I just go pew, and I'm just zooming, dude. And I'm just going so fast, it's ridiculous, dude. I'm going so fast. Or that's just one explanation or one understanding. But anyway, I'm really tired, but I'm not going to go to sleep. I'm going to stay awake. I'm not supposed to go to sleep. I'm going to catch up on my videos, listen to my videos a little bit more. In general, I do want to mention a few things. My ascension symptoms are no joke. And after going through the ascension symptoms, I feel absolutely spectacular. I feel really strong. I feel really buff. I'm more in tune with my psychic abilities than I care to admit. I'm more in tune with my inner self than I care to admit. I'm more in tune with my creator self than I care to admit. And I'm more in tune with my inner area, my inner space, my inner realm than I care to admit. And I'm more in tune, I've been in my ashram for so long, I don't even want to know. And the Chamber of Divine Magic, I go there every now and then. I go there a lot, actually. And I've developed and enhanced, and I use my divine magic a lot. I'm pretty good with it. I'm very skilled with it. It's my most, and I'm trying to enhance my mana, increase my mana, for lack of a better word. I think it's called mana, but increase my, because I get after I expend a lot of energy, I have to recover, and it's kind of weird. It's kind of like doing 200 push-ups and then having to recover afterwards, except it's a different type of energy. It's what I want to say more powerful energy, but it drains you out way faster, like way faster and way quicker, and it's exhausting, dude. Like, but once again, I'm not dealing with no like small playing level, just no piddle patty little magic here. This is like hardcore magic. And it's not necessarily like the time frame. See, I didn't even want to say that word. Anyway, it's just such an expression of energy that I need to recover. So, but thankfully I have more stamina, more endurance, so that's a very good thing. I can increase my my output, therefore, and increase the level. And I'm learning every day. And I'm getting a lot better with my inner self and my inner magic. And my divine magic is so powerful, dude. It's so powerful. I'm so in love with it. It's so amazing, dude. I'm impressed. Like, I'm impressed with myself. I'm discovering all the creator self versions of me. I'm discovering all that I am. And I'm discovering from the perspective of who I think I am. And I'm discovering, like, my own innuendos, my own discoveries, and I'm discovering that I'm actually freaking awesome, dude. That I actually think I'm freaking dope. That I think I'm freaking awesome, and I deserve to think that. I deserve to know that I'm the best. I deserve to know that I am. Goodness gracious! If I see another thing move out of the corner of my eye, I'm gonna seize it. Anyway, dude, like, I'm the best. I've got this tremendous power, and I've got this tremendous ability, and this extraordinary responsibility. And I'm so amazingly powerful that I'm so excited to express the greatness that's within me. And I deserve the best, I deserve to be this incredibly successful, incredible divine musician. And I am incredibly divine. And it's no joke, dude. It's no joke. That's for certain. Speaking of jokes, I actually do like the fact that, like, looking back at my videos, I'm actually a hilarious... Like, my video that when I was talking about G7, dude, I actually realized that is actually really, really freaking funny to me. And, like, the fact that I could actually be a comedian is really cool, because I treat it like an art form. Like a new level, new age art form. And I have a lot of respect for it. And I should have a lot of respect for it. Because it's really cool and it's really fun. And it's good for you. It's good for me. That's why I do it. I mean, who cares about you? I care about me. That's why I do it. That's why it's fun to me, dude. It's fun. I like it. I like it's fun. I like it's fun. I like it. I like it because I think it's fun. And I think it's fun because I want it to be fun. And I think things are fun because I'm the one who expressed the original seed-planted idea of what fun is, and therefore I want to experience that. And also, I want to discover who I am. I want to be a creator. I want to live like a creator. I want to, just go wham. Just go wham. Just go, pah. I love doing that, dude. It's fun, dude. I love my life. It's the height of success. It's the height of that momentous moment. Let's just feel that it's extraordinary. It just glistens. It just glistens, dude. It's so wonderful. And I've been very humble. And I'm tired of being humble though. Now I'm throwing off the socks. Taking off the gloves. I'm clipping the fingernails. I'm done. I'm done with being humble. I mean, I am humble, and I was super humble before, but yesterday was like the tipping point. I was like, that's when I realized, like, I was so patient that, I'm just not having it. I'm not having that much patience anymore. Because I didn't talk all day, dude. Pretty much. Like, didn't even say a word. Well, I didn't talk that much, for the most of the day. And that takes a heck of a lot of discipline. But I got really good at my divine magic because of it, so I'm very proud of that. And that's my other thing. So that's my expertise. Divine magic, because my mental abilities, my mind, that's one of my strongest abilities, my strongest capabilities, and I love it. Strength, my physical abilities, those are really cool too. I'm very, very, very strong. I've developed Immortal aspects, and that's the most fun thing about the Immortal store, by the way. Which I just kind of open lackadaisical sort of thing, but it's kind of whatever. I don't really pay that much attention to the Immortal store, to be honest. I don't really pay that much attention to anybody else either. But the Immortal store, I open it whenever, and it's Tuesday, obviously, so it's fully open today. For 24 hours. Well, actually, for 23 hours now. Gosh, it's already been a while. But that's time. Time doesn't really exist, so. Fifth dimensional, sixth dimensional, seventh dimensional things. So yeah, hand motions are sixth dimensional, so that's really fun. So that's a very great way to communicate with the collective consciousness. Ascension, dude, that's what I was supposed to talk about. That's what this week's all about. This week's all about ascension. Well, not all about ascension, but previously it was about ascension. So, mega ultimate, super massive dynamic ascension. So ascension is... Ooh. I'm not going to say what it is, but I'm just going to say... Dude, that cricket is loud as truck. I'm just going to say... actually, no, I will. I will read it. No, I'll just read a little bit. No, I'm not going to read it. But I definitely suggest the 9 freedoms. I don't know if I even mentioned that before. But specifically, the focus, or at least for today, will be ascension. Which is, I'll just say this one thing. That's it. Freedom from rebirth is brought about by he who is ready as a result of countless experiences, countless lessons well learned through these experiences. Such a one has manipulated his karma so that it forms a pattern which proves that he does not need to learn the basic lessons, which can be afforded by further birth upon Terra. When this stage has been reached, the adept then leaves this planet Terra through death into a fuller life. Such a one may then choose whether or not he will remain upon Terra in order to render service, or whether he will go onward to an introduction into the experience cycle of another planet. At this stage, those with certain definite abilities volunteer to forego the greater bliss of an introduction into the experience cycle of another planet and choose to remain upon Terra. A special initiation is then afforded to the adept who chooses to remain upon Terra, and he is then initiated into the Great White Brotherhood. So that's just a little tidbit from Mars Sector 6 about the 6th freedom. And I'm obviously all about freedom, I'm all about that jazz, but I'm really tired. And I'm going to do a lot of research, a lot of self-research, a lot of self-discovery. Because it's infinite, and it never ends, dude. It never ends. I'm excited. I have a lot of things to be overjoyed about. So I'm going to continue to exist in overjoy, and I'm going to express myself fully today, and I'm going to continue to be patient. But I'm not going to be as patient as I was yesterday, because if I become that patient ever again, I'm going to go absolutely crazy. No one should be that patient. No one should be that... Anyway, dude, I'm just happy that I was able to express myself in a patient sort of way. And, it was great. Creational form. Anyway, whatever. Blah, 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 blah. Till next time. This is going to be a little outro. And, love always continues. So with lots of love, this is your host, Christopher Marco, on this super early morning edition of the Christopher Bowen Show. With lots of love. Oh, it's also... I have to give the date because I haven't been doing that lately. It's October 15th. So with lots of love, I love you all. Here's a little outro.